Hello, welcome. Today is a 40,000 subscriber live stream celebration, but we're really here to celebrate the new season, Spring Equinox. And I just want to thank all of you, every single one of you that's been there with me, whether you've been here for 4.5 years or maybe 4.5 hours. I am so grateful that the universe brought us together. So we're on this path together to grow and to heal together. So, today's live is about 45 minutes, and we're going to focus on the spring season and bringing in the traditional Chinese medicine, the wood element, which aligns with the season. And we'll talk about experience, liver Qigong, and also some point that's really good for us to learn to be kind and to be patient. This is a season of growth. There's a lot, wood energy is like growing, expanding. At the same time, we need to have the patience and kindness and gentleness and care while we're growing so we don't get burned out. Feel free to say hi in the comment. I want to make sure you can hear me and see me. A thumb up is great, or just a wave. Thank you. I think I got a heart. Great. So you can have a chair if you need to sit. We'll practice. Thank you so much. Wellness NYC. Julie, yay. Great. Awesome. Thank you so much. Hi, Hugh. You made it. All right. So we're going to do some gentle warm up and then we'll practice a few minutes of standing meditation. 站桩 literally means standing like a tree. So a lot of wood energy. And also we'll practice a couple of moves that's designed for the liver meridian. And then we'll sit down for a few acupressure points. That's really yummy. Okay. All right. So you do the best you can. Cosmic fur face. I love the cupcake. I'm gonna do the best I can. Acoustified. All right, awesome. All right. So you're gonna start standing with your feet firmly planted under the hip joints. So we've just moved from the winter season, at least in Northern Hemisphere, to the spring season. So we shifted from the water element to the wood element. In between the seasons, we have these transitional period. It's actually the earth element. So while we're transitioning, we also need to feel grounded, very grounded, and also wood energy, right? We need to have a firm ground to be able to grow. Okay, all right, so feet firmly planted and just softly bounce your knees, gentle up, down. Exhale out. Feel the balls of your feet connect to the earth through the first point on the kidney meridians. And then the way you're doing this, it's really like you're feeling this grounded energy coming up from Mother Earth, from the soles of your feet coming up. So if I give you my side, I'm softening the knees, softening the hip joints, but I keep the torso fairly upright. Gentle tuck or posterior pelvic tilt. So the back becomes a little bit longer, the front comes a little shorter. You have slight engagement in your lower dantian, your lower abdomen. Okay, gentle up, down, just relax the shoulders. Exhale out. You can look straight ahead while just hearing some of my sharing with this wood element. So if you just really feel, if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. Feel that healing energy coming in. Wood element has the color green, right? And then the sense organ is the eyes. So we'll do some acupressure point to care for the eyes too. And then in our body, you're going to softly bend your knees. We're just going to do gentle joint rotation just to kind of open up the energy flow. So the liver energy, based on traditional Chinese medicine, helps to make sure the free flowing of energy in the body. And then for the tissue that's related to this element is our tendons and ligaments. So I'm actually being reminded to take care of my body. I overdid a stretch in one of my classes last October. So my shoulder, left shoulder, Are you going to slowly? So when I demonstrate, you're just going to focus more on my right hand. I know mirror image, you're going to see your left, right? You're most of the time, if you're doing my mirror, you're doing your left side. So I'm just going to do the best I can with my right hand. You're going to do both sides, right? So this side, I'm just going to go really slow. Yeah, so I finally decided to get it checked out. So I did yesterday. I'm waiting for my MRI result to come back. Hopefully not too bad, but I'm going to do the best I can, right? So you're going to rotate your arm. So we went outside, we're coming in. When you're moving this one, even though it feels like you're doing, moving the elbows, just like the knees, is actually a hinge joint. So when we're doing this, you actually feel your shoulders. That's why when I do this one, when I do external rotation coming in, I feel my shoulders, right? The bicep tendon. So just all the more important for us to keep focusing on ourselves and focusing on the body. Then to relax the shoulders, little shoulder roll. Softly bend your knees. I'm going to go to my side, right? So we want to make sure the energy is flowing freely and smoothly throughout the body before our practice. Softly bend your knees, roll the spine. So instead of just the shoulders, inviting a little bit of that is Spring Equinox Live, Liver Qigong, and bloom without burnout, right? When we're trying to grow, when we're really focusing on our goals, you're going to go the other side. We go forward. And I know I have the tendency to just keep going, right? If I hit a milestone, I keep going. I hit my goal, next, I just keep going. So sometimes I forget to celebrate these wins, the little wins. So it's important for us just to, get to your goal, get to your mile marker, take a breath, take a sip of water, take a rest. Because even for the, especially for the wood element, just think about it, the tendons and the ligaments, we want them to be lubricated. We want them to be well nourished. So if we don't have that opportunity to rest and relax and digest, to nourish everything, you're just going to go front to back. For your ankle mobility, up on your toes, down on your heels. Yeah, then the wood becomes brittle. We want that energy to come in, right? So the last season we were in, that was a water element that helps to nourish the wood energy. But if you have too much of that wood and if it's too dry, what happens? You get burned out. That feeds the fire. That's the next element next season, right? Everything is really about this balance and stability. Great. And just go really slow, finding your center. How can I work on my balance while making sure I'm safe? So some of us, you might need to have a chair next to you, something sturdy to hold. Yeah, just a couple more until you feel your muscles working really well. And the earth elements are related to our muscles in the body. So we have that nice, like solid grounding for the ligaments and tendons to attach to. All of this is really amazing. Okay, all right. And just kind of shake out your legs, shake from the hip joints, breathing out. Roll the shoulders up back. A little bit of gentle neck rotation. So just rock your head over to your left side if you're my mirror. So go to the left side. Heavy your right shoulder, right arm. Go. Once you're there, you're going to slowly rock your head slightly forward, slightly back while you're softening the knees, keeping your mind in your core. And then you should feel a nice stretch, right? Especially when you tilt your head back a little bit forward. You get this really nice stretch in the front that goes down closer to the collarbones area. So you're scalene. So a lot of times we hold tension here too. Right, forward, back. So if I go to my side, you will know I do a nice lateral stretch. Then I tip the head forward, tip the head back. Just a little bit, like maybe a couple of degrees. And make that right arm like really heavy way down. And then slowly come center. You can rock your head down. Inhale. When you exhale, head over to your right side. So try to have your shoulders fairly even. And then this time you are tipped to the right side. And then we're going to slowly rock the head forward, slightly rock the head back. And you're heavying the arm that's away from the head. So your left arm, if you're my mirror. Again, if I give you my side, you know we're doing a lateral stretch just to the side, and slightly tip the head forward, tip the head down. So if you feel like your chin, it's like your chin is drawing a line down and slightly up, right? So aim for that nice stretch, the front of your neck connected to your collarbone. Gentle smile on your face. Great, and I'm just gonna do one more. Coming back. Ooh, all right. Squeeze your shoulders all the way up to the ears. Imagine you're squeezing all the tension up here. Keep smiling, breathing in. And when you breathe out, just kind of gently shake a little bit. We're gonna do 2 more times. So squeeze all the stress, all the tension, all the frustration, right? Liver element, liver, what element is related to our to anger and frustration, then kind of like the heavy motion. Inhale. When you exhale, to release that. Any of the tension, the tightness you've been holding, we're making room for the opposite side, which is kindness, patience, and gentleness. Okay. Yeah, so liver energy, when it's like really tense or tight, right? We're aiming for a balance, it becomes stress. It's, that fight or flight side of the sympathetic nervous system is that fight. We want to fight, we want to take action, right? Taking action is great, but you have to make sure it's staying balanced. So up, down a little bit. Awesome. We're just going to shake out everything. All right. Hopefully we're nicely warmed up. You can just gently shake a little bit, right? So the liver does a little anatomy lesson. I'm going to my right side, so no longer mirror image, right side of the body. And it's a pretty big, it's the largest internal organ. I will link a shorter, like 12-minute or so video on Liver Qigong in the description. You can watch later. So it's right side, but it crosses over a little bit to the left side. So you can just bring your hands there, give it a gentle rub. And actually, let's warm up our healing hands. So palms of your hands, relax your shoulders, warming up your healing hands, bring that healing energy over to your right side, okay? Not mirrors, right side. On your right side, you can just kind of rub and then just visualizing your liver, this amazing organ that it can regenerate itself. It helps us to detox, help us to purify the blood. I want to take good care of your liver. It purifies the blood, the toxins, exhale out. So send lots of kindness, gentleness, and patience with ourselves. Right, on the way to growing, to reaching our goals. Breathing in and breathing out. Yeah, 2 more breaths here. And exhale, where your mind goes, energy flows. You can visualize your liver healthy. And with each exhale, we let go of anger, frustration, impatience. And then when we inhale, we make room for kindness, patience, and gentleness. Great. So usually a little bit of gentle twisting is also good too. We're getting a little bit of that energy to move around the midsection. We'll do a little gentle stretch for the lateral stretch, okay? So just drop your right hand down, left side hikes up, come back up, and slowly, right? So you're squeezing your right side, your liver, we're squeezing out whatever we don't need in that side, right? Inhale and exhale. Yeah, lateral stretch, you're pushing your hips to your left side. Send lots of good energy to your liver. You can put your hand there, inhale and exhale. Sorry, you're my liver. If you're my mirror image, your stomach. Sorry about that. Your left side, your stomach and your spleen. And your right side, you're squeezing out anger, frustration. Great, let's come up. Roll the shoulders up back. I'm so used to teaching in mirror image. Inhale and exhale. Right, so now you're my mirror image, you're going to your left side. Your right side, Now you're making room for kindness, patience. And left side, now you're squeezing out, right? Worries from your stomach, spleen area. You're going to pull your your right arm up. Because this is my left, I'm just gonna do the best I can, right? So if you can extend, right? If I turn around, you're like this. I'm just gonna be really kind to this arm. Breathing in and breathing out, right? It actually takes, when our body has like, little messages for us, it's actually really good for us to just slow down and turn our attention inward. And then slowly coming back up. Yeah, send energy to your right side, your liver, sweep away. Okay, rubbing your palms, a little bit of kidney energy, just sending lots of peace in there. Great, sweeping down, roll the shoulders up back. We'll practice our standing meditation for a little bit before we do our Qigong move. So Wuji stands first, roll the shoulders back up, softly bend your knees, sinking, rooting, and grounding. And from here, I give you my side view one more time. We try to do a little bit of that, sinking the stance, drop a little bit, your back is straighter, core slightly engaged. And you can look straight ahead, right? Eye level is great. You can downcast the gaze. If you feel super stable, you can close your eyes. Those of you that are sitting on the chair, just bring your body forward so you're not leaning on the back of the chair, okay? Practice a little bit. Making sure you are equally supported, left to right. And allow your mind to quiet down, your body to relax, shoulders away from the ears. And feeling all corners of your feet firmly planted on the earth. And you can lightly touch the tip of your tongue against the back of the upper teeth. So we connect the front and back center of the body, creating microcosmic circuit. So we practice standing meditation or 站桩, right? Literally standing like a tree to accumulate energy into our lower dantian. So relax your face. Once you have the posture, paying attention to your breathing more. Comfortable breath deep into your lower abdomen. And we allow the abdomen gently expand, not just to the front, but feel a 360-degree expansion. So you can feel that energy traveling up to the back to reach the kidneys. And with each exhale, we release and let go whatever that no longer serves. And feeling the soles of your feet firmly planted. Receiving that nourishing, grounding energy coming out from Mother Earth. At the same time, we are rooting down, much like trees and plants. You're going to root down deep and wide. And really feel the support that is always there for us. And instead of just feeling that you're growing roots from your feet, you can let the roots grow from your knees down. And feeling the energy traveling up along the legs, healing your knees, your hip joints, your pelvis, and up the trunk of your body. The torso, clearing any stagnation in the chest area. And when we exhale, we release tension through the arms, the fingers. Okay, so if you feel pretty good, you're just gonna go a little bit deeper. Again, if you don't feel comfortable or balanced, when you bring your feet together, you keep your feet separated, you can still practice with us. So if you're okay, we're gonna slowly bring the feet in. So this is like a swaying tree or a tall bamboo exercise. And your feet are together again. Feet separated is okay if that's what you need. Okay, keep feeling that we're accumulating energy. And then as we grow taller, reaching the crown of your head up to the sky, receiving that bright yang energy coming down from the universe through our Bai Hui point, the top of the head, the crown. Energy comes down to our upper dantian, the center of your brainstem, and connected to your heart, your lower abdomen, all the way down to the soles of your feet, back to the roots. So we become this clear channel, this conduit for healing energy. And from here, making sure you're supported, relax your shoulders, keep focusing on your lower dantian. So we're still accumulating just with a little bit more movement. Okay, so now imagine there's a gentle wind. So wood element is also related to the wind energy. So you're going to feel this gentle wind that's blowing front to back. So your body's gently swaying just about a degree off the center line. And you want to feel the soles of your feet. You're shifting that center of gravity, shifting your weight to the balls of your feet just a tad, and then coming back, right? So not the upper body moving, right? You're not just moving the upper body, but actually have your whole body like a nice tall tree. So you can think of a willow tree, you can think of a palm tree or bamboo, whatever that helps you to visualize. And then we rock very slightly front to back. Keep the body relaxed, mind inside. Okay, and then the wind is going to test us to see how grounded we are. Now it's going to blow sideways. Just come center, take a breath. And then very slowly, now it's going to go sideways. You still want to feel your feet firmly planted, but you're going to feel the outer edges of your feet a little bit more. So again, you're not doing just the upper body, but have a nice connected stance. And then really feel how your body, your bones, your joints, your muscles, your tendons, how they're supporting you, how it's sending signals to the brain. You focus on a point that's not moving in front of you. Great, and the wind is going to test us by going into a little tiny circle. So go very, very slowly. If you tend to get vertigo, of course, make sure you're safe. You can just do front, back, if that's okay. We're just gonna do like tiny circle, maybe 3 times to one direction. So you're basically drawing a circle with the crown of your head, feeling the outer edges of your feet, right? Being able to grow strong and tall, but not brittle. Flexible enough, kind enough to allow ourselves to grow at our own speed, own pace. And then go the other side. Keep connecting to your core. And paying attention to see if there's anything that's coming up, like your chest getting tight, shoulders hiking up. Just keep breathing out. Great, coming back, the wind is Saka. You're still centered and grounded. Okay, we're gonna slowly from here, let's close our practice. Your standing meditation, you're gonna slowly scoop the hands up, and then when you exhale, just letting your hands come down. Feel free to reach your hands up if you feel like it. I'm gonna give my left arm a little bit more break. Exhale, gathering energy into your lower dantian. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Hands come to your lower abdomen. Ladies, your right hand on the inside, gentlemen left. Right, feel that connection to the earth and to the universe. Rubbing your belly clockwise, up on your right, down on your left side. and gently shaking out. So we'll practice two very easy Qigong move. I started with my in-person class this session. We're practicing Tai Chi Qigong 18 style. So this is coming from that side. The first one is the very um, universal starting posture for all of our Tai Chi and Qigong set pretty much. The starting posture, the starting stance. So we start in our Wuji stance. You're going to softly bend your knees, drop your tailbone down a little bit. So we come into this nice, relaxed, also upright position. Okay, so we take a couple of breaths here in Wuji stance. Yeah, so feel how grounded and supported you are. And when you're ready, gently turning the palms to face back, soften the knees. And as we inhale, arms are going to float up. So I'm going to turn to my side just to give you this view. So you soften the knees, arms are going to float up. And the hands are going to go about shoulder height. Make the wrists very loose and slowly draw your hands in towards your chest and then press this energy down to the lower abdomen. So it's kind of like a nice circular motion, right? So as we breathe in, we stand up taller. As we breathe out, we're going to gently sink that energy. So if you remember the sensation you felt in our swaying tree or bamboo exercise, this is kind of like that. So as we breathe in, you could feel the balls of your feet bear weight a little bit more. As we breathe out, we gently sink back. Okay, so I'm going to use my right arm a little bit more. Feel free to do both of your arms. Right, so if I just do this one, you're going to see that your hands are very relaxed, and it's really this whole body, how we're connected from the feet along the legs, coming through the trunks, and your arms are more like the branches of the trees, and we're kind of letting this energy just manifest through the whole body. Inhale and exhale. You're kind of pulling the energy in to your lower dantian. So this one is called Awaken the Qi in Tai Chi Qigong 18 style or 18式. So this one helps to let the blood and qi flow, and it sends the blood and qi like throughout the whole body. And so as we inhale, you stand up taller. As we exhale, pulling the energy into your lower dantian or gathering energy too. So you can practice that a few more times just to feel, because the next one is going to be quite similar, but with a little bit more leg movement, okay? So you can do both hands. So pulling the energy. Here the hands are really relaxed. You can do your left hand too, right? I just wanted to show you. And then when you press down, you sink a little bit so you get the meridian channels to open, okay? Both arms. We practice one more time. Great, and then we're gonna practice. You can come back, roll the shoulders up back to Wuji stance, because the next one is like number 12 in this form. So I'll show you the leg movement. So you face me, you're going to take your right foot back, okay? So step your right foot back carefully. So it goes about 45 degrees. And then once I'm sitting pretty nice on that foot, and I just pivot the front heel, the hands are going to float up. See how similar this is? And we're going to press down. So traditionally, this one, we rock our weight back while seated, like kind of like sitting up tall. Hands are parallel, right? This is similar to what we were doing before, but we don't press it down, right? So this is for your heart and your lungs, pull and push. But because we were focusing a little bit more on the liver, we're gonna practice the pushing 45 degrees down. So very subtle stretch right around the middle section. Probably feel a little bit on the side, right? If you're going my mirror image first, you're gonna feel your right side a little bit more. We're doing a gentle twist. Okay, so because you're going, you stepped back with your right foot. If I do the same thing, if I give you my back view, you went from here to right foot back, pivot. So I make sure my right leg, am I still in frame? Good. I make sure my right leg is protected. The knee is aligned with the second toes, and then the front foot becomes the toes are up, and then I'm gonna rock. So you're in your bow stance, and we press 45 degrees to the floor. Inhale and exhale. If I give you my profile view, when you're doing this one, you're sitting back with the back upright. We're not leaning back, right? You're sitting back. All right, practice a couple more. I'm gonna turn around. I know some of you like the mirror image. Some of you like the back view. Okay. All right. And then we come back by pivoting the front heel. Arms are going to flow down on the front. Then you're going to take your left foot back. Right? So you pivot again. You see the front heel down, and then we're just going to press down. Right? So because we're focusing on the liver a little bit more, so these are more for liver and spleen. Inhale and press down, sending through the heel of your palm. Notice how we're flowing, right? So we are practicing with ease and flow, continuous, relaxed, smooth movement. This is your mirror image. You stepped back with your left foot. Okay, same thing. You are sinking back without. This is the back view, right? So I am sinking back, front foot comes up, pull and push. Focusing a little bit more. This time you feel your left side a little bit more, your spleen energy. Right, so feel free to go at your pace, your breathing rate, your mirror image again. Inhale and exhale. Great. We're going to slowly come back, letting your hands flow down. Yeah, you bring because you step back with the left foot. And then we're just going to close here. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Inhale, healing energy. You're going to just invite everything to come back in. And then hands on your lower abdomen again, rubbing. So you can practice. You can watch the replay, of course. And then I will link the Liver Qigong. It's already in the description. And then if you are interested in learning the Tai Chi Qigong 18 style, I have that as a whole playlist. So we practice we learn 3 moves each week or 3 or 2 moves. And then we string together so you can learn step by step. Okay, so we're just going to gently shake out, pull a chair up. I want to give you a few liver and gallbladder acupressure point. That's really good for your meridians too. So then maybe we have a few minutes if you want. We can have a little Q&A. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't have green color shirt, so I'm wearing this color. All right, so if you are pregnant, you sit center to you. If you're pregnant, you're not going to do this first set of points. It helps to kind of drain stress, pull energy down really heavily, very strongly. That's why we don't do that one. So if you want, you can just kind of put your warm healing hands there. Tai Chi rejuvenation, thank you. Yeah, so we'll practice on this first set of points is on the gallbladder meridian. So gallbladder and kidneys, they're a pair, right? In our traditional Chinese medicine, for each element, there's a pair. So there's the yin and the yang. Yin organ is the fuller organ, the more important organ. More important, they're all important. But liver is the yin organ, and then gallbladder is the yang side. So you're going to make a soft fist with your left hand, cross it over to the top of your shoulder. You've done this before if you've been in class with me. Just turn your head a little bit to the side, relax the shoulder, relax your head, and just tap. So usually it's a little bit closer to your neck, and it's very easy to grab. It's usually like the 10 sore spots. We hold tension, the upper trapezius area. This is the 21st point on the gallbladder meridian called shoulder well or 肩颈, right? So again, help us to release stress. Not during pregnancy, right? It's just too strong. You can massage, and then we go over to the other side. So soft, So I'm going to give my left arm a little help. I'm just going to tap here, breathing out, exhale, exhale. You can also massage, curl the fingers, breathing out. So when you're feeling like tension and stress, breathing out, yeah, relax. Right, letting energy flow. So a lot of times we think, we'll say it too, negative emotions, right? So emotions are not bad, right? Their quality is different. There's heavy emotions and there's lighter emotions. The one that makes you feel really good, the one that makes you feel not so good, right? But they're actually indicators, right? If something that really makes you angry and upset and frustrated, then there's something deeper, right? Not just the person that triggered you, right? Like it's that person's fault. Whatever that's inside of you, it's already there. I love Wayne Dyer. He's one of the teachers I really look up to, right? Spiritual teachers. He said that, if you squeeze an orange, you're not going to get apple juice. You're not going to get grapefruit juice. You get orange juice because that's what's inside of you. So if you have, you're full of love and joy, and when you get squeezed, we squeeze love and joy out. Of course, we're human. We have all different emotions, all different rainbows, range of emotion. That doesn't mean that you have to be always joyful, always patient and kind, right? It's really a balance. So it's an indicator, right? When we know like, oh, I'm really upset about what that person said, or like that really triggered me, right? So having the kindness and awareness to look inward a little bit more, and then really ask about like, what is the lesson I need to learn here? Is there something that I am not happy about for myself? At least that's, part of what I've been learning for the past 20 plus years as a mom, right? Going on 21 this summer. It's really a lot of times like, yeah, this is our lesson. That person's our best teacher. Anyway, okay, so that's your gallbladder 21. Okay, just shrug your shoulders a little bit. I talked about eyes too. So these are the sense organ that's connected to your liver. So if you have like, liver energy stagnation, if you use your eyes a lot, they tend to get dry and all of that. So we can do palming the eyes. That one I love a lot. So you can rub the palms of your eyes. Palms of your eyes. I don't know what I'm saying. Palms of your hands. I'm thinking about eyes. Okay, take a breath. Healing hands. You're going to cover your eyes. On the inside of your healing hands, look up, down, up, down, side to side. So lubricate your eyeballs. You can do that just taking a break from working on the computer. If you wake up in the middle of the night, right, while we're resting, you're going to circle the eyeballs, one side and the other. Good. Blink your eyes, wash your eyeballs. And then breathe through your eyes, send healing energy to the liver. And exhale. Just slowly energy sweep your face down. Okay. Roll the shoulders up back. And then you can use that. We do have a lot of different eye acupressure we can use too. But I'm going to go to the liver point. So this is actually on your feet. Hopefully it's easy for you to get to. So I don't know if you can see. I'm going to go back a little bit. So the point, I'm wearing socks, between the first and the second toe, you're going to just bring your index finger right on top and just draw a line towards the top of your foot. You're going to feel at a point that you start to feel the bones, right? There's like a little dip. So just massage there. We're getting to liver 3. It's usually quite tender. So this is actually really great for reducing high blood pressure. So just don't press too hard or else it comes down really fast. The point that's closer to the webbing, like where the toes are attached, that's liver 2, right? Same thing, clear heat. Good for insomnia, hot flashes, and dry eyes. And then when you come up a little bit closer to the top of your foot, the instep, it gets a little tender. Liver 3, it's tai chong. Right? It's a great point for reducing anger, frustration. Just gonna breathe out. So if you do this one, even if you just go up and down, right, as you can see, so between the webbing, if I maybe take off do this side a little bit easier. Okay. So you're gonna just, you see my foot? Yeah, so from the base of the webbing and then come up to the top of your foot. And then you can massage this way. And this is also reflexology for your lymph, right? So it goes to detox and aligns with the liver. Just everything is so interesting. They're all connected. So you can do both sides. These energy channels are mirror images of each other. So again, anger, frustration. Maybe in the moment you don't have time to do that. You're just gonna breathe out. Maybe I'll link the sound healing too. There's a move we do for the healing sound for the liver chi is shh. So we like lift the arms up and so you actually lean over to your left side, right? To your left side. That way your liver that's on the right, you give it a little bit deeper stretch while you're sounding out. And while you're making that sound, just purge out anger, frustration. And then on the way back, you can bring your hands here, instill like a green healing light that brings in kindness and patience and gentleness. Okay, so tons of things we can explore. So we have a few minutes left. We're gonna just actually, let me shake out my hands. Just take a moment to kind of just bring everything back before I take questions. Okay, roll the shoulders up back and just bring your hands to your liver. We take 3 breaths here. Close your eyes if you can. Inhale and exhale. And keep feeling your body. And we're going to put one hand on the heart. Right? So whichever hand that feels good, you're going to have one on the liver, one on your chest, on your heart. With your eyes closed, or at least look downward with the back straight. Really sending so much gratitude and healing energy to your body. Behind the closed eyelids, we have our naked eyes. We also have our mind's eye. So in this centered and grounded and supported space, and just visualize, all right, we have that vision. Looking forward. And just visualize yourself, whatever it is that you would like to grow, to improve, and just see that. It could be something that you want to heal in your body. It could be a new skill you want to learn, something to create, to grow, or maybe nurturing a relationship. And visualize what you would like to happen and feel how you would like to feel. At the same time, putting this image inside a bubble of patience and kindness and gentle energy. And just let yourself know that I got this. I can do it. I can go at my pace. And it's okay if I trip sometimes, right? I can get up. And then the next time I get stronger. And then slowly take a breath. And we exhale, sweep from the chest all the way down to your lower abdomen, sending your body so much healing energy. And I send you so much healing energy and gratitude too. So yeah, we have like a couple of minutes if you want. If you have questions about the practice, if you have question for me, question that came up during the live, feel free to ask me. You can also put in the chat later or message me. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Maybe if you want to share, if you're open to share like a word or something you want to improve, like sometime when we put that out in the universe, we have accountability partners, right? You can say like, oh, my goal is I want to, maybe a new habit or how to be kind to yourself. So my goal is just to, I think the reason the shoulder didn't heal is because I've just done so many things that I could. I've done acupuncture, I've done massages, and the only thing I did not do is rest. So I still kept going with my classes 6 times a week up until December, and then now it's 5 times a week. And then in between, I picked up ballroom dancing with my husband October, weekly lesson, and I'm also like rowing. I probably should have stopped earlier. Okay, so how often do you live stream Qigong practice? So I just actually every month I have a live stream, and I feel like whatever the universe kind of I channel that energy. And so I've been doing Qigong. It's not a set schedule. Hopefully, as I get my schedule back, I can do a little bit more frequent. But also, I want to start doing maybe even virtual class. So I'm also thinking, feeling into this too. So Qigong, the last one I did was I think 2 months ago. So just go on my channel, look up. I'm doing like a little bit more, and I also have Tai Chi practice too. Julie, I love the strategy for dry eyes, which I have, and a source of allergies. Yes, this will be done daily. Yes, this is the palming one is great. Stephanie, thank you so much, Jenny. My goal is to deepen my healing practices with Reiki, TCM, and Qigong. I also want to balance my left and right sides of my brain and body. Yes, we all need that. It's really a balance, right? So sometimes we can be really analytical. I was a chemist. Definitely a lot of a lot of the left brain stuff. But now like I see painting. You see that beautiful painting we did? My son is home from his spring break, so we were able to do a painting class together. So creativity is great for the wood element, for the liver too, right? Making something. Isn't it great that we get the opportunity to create something that was never there before, right? You get this opportunity to grow something. Um, Angelica, thank you too. Thank you so much. Cosmic Fur Face, thank you. I love your the channel name. Yeah, so I I am so grateful that we're here. And again, I'm constantly trying to just do the best I can, and then also learning. That's my lesson, to learn to slow down a little bit, to not plow through, and to give myself the, kind of this space to like, all right, left arm, you can just slack off a little bit. You don't always have to demonstrate everything. Lynn, thank you, Lynn. Oh, I love and appreciate your monthly classes. Yes, I'm so glad you're able to join. Yes, so whether you're watching this live or you're going to watch this recording later, I am so grateful that we're on this path together, and let's keep going, keep growing, and keep walking each other home. Okay, and if there are topics you're interested in, definitely put it in like in the chat, and let me know. And I love these. I love to make it interactive. Hugh, thanks for your help, Jenny. I love your online classes. Yes, I plan to do these more too. Right. Hopefully, with this heal the left shoulder. All right, so enjoy this beautiful spring. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, spring Saturday, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, take good care, be kind and patient and gentle with yourselves. All right, I will see you soon. Bye. Thanks again. So grateful that we're here. 1,000 subs. Um, I don't know if I'm right. Is it Corinne? First time here. Thank you so much. Any suggestion regarding recuperating for concussion? Oh, yeah, lots of rest. Definitely listen to your doctor. After concussion, there's some agitation in the brain. And then I looked up stuff too for traditional Chinese medicine. It doesn't say too much about the brain, like all the organs, internal organs, because it's so connected. But it's related to your central nervous system. It's more related to your marrow inside the bones. So definitely lots of rest. And then there like exercise that you can do too, but I don't know how the degree of the concussion, like how bad it was affecting you. But I know like if you have PT and stuff like that, or any therapy, they'll probably try to help you to regain your balance, that connection back up. So yes. then we can use like acupressure and qigong and tai chi, which helps with energy to flow more smoothly as a complementary therapy to help you get back to feeling centered. But just know that you're always supported and keep receiving that healing energy. And okay, all right, I'll send you a lot of good energy too. All right, keep getting, just be kind, be kind to yourself. I'm saying that to myself too. Okay, have a beautiful afternoon, weekend. Love you guys. Bye.